Economists use the Keynesian Cross graph of these equations to explain the Keynesian multipliers. But the Keynesian multipliers calculate the change in income produced by spending increments. These equations have no increments, so they have nothing to do with Keynesian multipliers. Remove these spending types, and you have the consumption function graph, which economists often show like this. They say autonomous consumption has a positive value when disposable income is zero. That's nonsense. You cannot spend money and produce zero income. They say that this is the marginal propensity to consume. That's also nonsense. The marginal propensity to consume applies to a disposable income increment. It's the average propensity to consume that applies to disposable income. So this is the average propensity to consume. Disposable income cancels out, and this consumption function actually says consumption equals itself, and autonomous consumption must be zero. A graph of this consumption function would actually be a graph of consumption equals itself. This equation actually shows no relationship between consumption and income. For that, you need this equation. So this graph and the Keynesian cross graph are nonsense. Any graph line has a rise and run, which are shown as deltas, even if the equation has no increments. Economists use the rise and run deltas to make this look like the marginal propensity to consume, but the scam only works with the graph and not with the equation. Here's how the scam works. This is a graph of $10 of consumption income. The slope is the average propensity to consume, which equals itself. Multiply both sides by disposable income. Add a distracting variable to the right side. Say the slope is small c. Show the rise and run deltas. And pretend that this is now the marginal propensity to consume. But it's easy to debunk the scam because it's the average propensity to consume that applies to disposable income. And these deltas are not increments. They're differences which do not change any value. To see how the Keynesian multipliers actually work, use increment equations and graph increment versus increment. These are Keynes' original investment multiplier equations. An investment increment has zero marginal propensity to consume, so the multiplier value is 1. A consumption increment has a marginal propensity to consume of 1. Any other kind of spending increment has a marginal propensity to consume of 0. So are economists so stupid that they can't even read their own equations, or are they liars?